What's cooking, Dad?
Welcome everyone to episode 10. I didn't know how many fingers I had there for a second. I am a tradesman, so I didn't know. Maybe I was missing one, but it is 10. So, what has in common with a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right up to 100? Hopefully you hit 110. What is one food every generation likes? It's warm, it's yummy, it's full of ooey gooiness. You can make it on the grill. You can make it in your oven. You can put it in a smoker. You buy it at restaurants. Everybody loves it, unless you're lactose intolerant. But now they have stuff that actually, if you are lactose intolerant, it won't hurt you so bad. And that is homemade mac and cheese in the oven. Again, I could show you how to do it on a grill or a smoker, but for these videos, most people, in today's world live in condos or, young couples, they're just starting. They don't have everything, and I didn't have it. So I really want to show you how to do everything at home in your oven so that it works for you. So with that, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, I got my water boiling. It's just about ready. I'm going to add the noodles. You don't need to watch me pour noodles in, boil it, strain it. It's boiling noodles. The key is when I add them, if it says 10 minutes for noodles, cook them to 7 minutes. You want to leave 2-3 minutes before they're ready. So when they go in the oven with the cheese sauce, they do soften up a little more. I mean, if you want them super, super soft, you can do it. It's not going to hurt it. It's just I like for the better texture to have them just like say 3/4 done. So with that, we'll see you in a second. Okay, everyone, I just strained all the water out. Here's my noodles. Again, I'm using my foil trays. I like to use them just because if I'm serving people, just fold it up. It's out. Does a little more than your typical oven dish. So with that, this is how I make it, and I'd like to see how you guys make it, is the oven's still a little hot, or the stove. So I'm just going to put, let's just call it half. You just want to get half, maybe a little more. So let's just add a little more. You'll see why in a second. Ooh, that's warm. Okay, we're just gonna fill it halfway. Got the other half here as I make a little mess. We're gonna put the pot off to the side. Next, this is the fun step. All right, everyone. So I'm gonna use 2 pots here. This one has my noodles, as you can see. This is a clean one I'm gonna use. I just turned the oven on now. We're gonna turn it up semi-high. So first thing we wanna do is make a roux, however you want to call it. Everyone calls it a little different. Again, I'm a guy. Very little do I use a measuring cup. It's kind of just wing it. Again, it doesn't take long to make this. So there's a full brand new brick of butter. Let's call it, when I'm done, let's call it a quarter. So 1/4 pound of butter. With that, we're going to let this heat right up. We need to melt it. Come on in for a sec, Brandy. I do have someone here. She just doesn't talk, so she might be a mute. I'm not sure. It is my daughter, but again, she just doesn't talk. She's scared for some reason. So how was your day, Brandy? Since you don't talk, I'll have to ask you a question.
Very busy. Yours, Dad?
I worked all day. It's, what is it, almost 6 o'clock? This is what we're having for dinner tonight. It's a 25-minute dinner, half hour. I'm only doing mac and cheese because honestly, it's so heavy. It's yummy. It's good. Nobody's really ever hungry after a nice big plate or bowl of mac and cheese. So, butter's done. Next step, come on in, please. Breadcrumbs. Any type of breadcrumbs you want. This is where your roux comes from. So, I kind of just look to cover over the butter. Once I cover that butter, usually a minute, maybe a little more. You want to just mix it now. You want the breadcrumbs to kind of brown. This is actually what keeps all the cheese and the cream and all the wonderful stuff. It actually just helps keep it stick together. So when it goes on the noodles, it just stays together a little nicer. It just doesn't turn to liquid. So you can see, not touching the temperature, not touching anything in here. We're just letting it sizzle. Come on in for a second. You can see it's just, I'm going to pick some up. You can see there's all the breadcrumbs in there. It literally, you could count to a minute. It doesn't take long. You just want this to brown, I guess we could call it. I put it on high heat for, like I said, about a minute. So we got that. Next, you can use, one mistake I did is I thought it'd be healthier one night, use skim milk. Absolute, excuse my language, shit show. Does not work. Don't do it. Half and half, 10% works, but honestly, an 18% or higher milk fat content of cream works way better. Now, I'm going to show you how much I put in, just because I'm kind of used to it over the years, how much to put in. 2 cups. So I'm going to fill up. It's just to help you out at home. There's 2 cups. Pouring it in. Next, I'm going to go 1 cup. It's just under. You got enough for morning coffees for a couple of days after. So there. That's 3 cups of cream with the butter. I'm just going to get rid of this. So generally what I would do if I was in a rush is, while this is kind of heating up, you want it to warm up together, almost like you want it to kind of come to a boil. I grated, that's a full brick of cheese, 2 types of cheese. I got extra old cheddar. So this was a 1 pound brick and a 250 grams, so quarter pound, half pound brick. So I might have too much. You can never have enough when it comes to mac and cheese. That's why you'll see 2 different textures. One's just, like I said, a regular type cheddar, and one's your extra old. I do add Asiago into this. This is a very strong cheese. You don't have to. I've actually used Parmesan, but if you have a good strong cheese that gives you that bang, that zip, you'll see why you want it, and this is how I generally do it. So we're just giving this a little more. And I think we got some steam. Oh, there's the bubbles. So as soon as I start to see bubbles, you can start to see the bubbles coming up. There's a couple. Now what I do is, let's call it 3 cups of cheese to start with. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. Let's just start with that. And the reason is, depending how much you make, you might have to add a bit more. You don't want runny cheese sauce. That's just absolutely terrible. That's kind of why I have that much. Again, I've done this enough, and I'm making a bigger dish than your typical oven dish. If I was using a smaller casserole dish, I wouldn't have as much cheese. I probably would have gone 2 cups of milk, maybe 3 cups of cheese, and that would be it. And so I don't make a mess, we're going to pull that off. Here's our cheese sauce. Come on in, Brad. As you can see, the nice color now. You can see it's getting there. I dropped the heat. Let's go drop down to almost low medium. And I'm going to pull this off 1 second, guys. You can see it's starting to heat up pretty good. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Maybe another cup's worth. So that's 4 cups of cheese, and yeah, I'm liking that now. So here you go, Brandy. Come on in and we'll show everyone the final. I mean, if it's gross, but I'm telling you, if I was younger and I got really drunk one Friday, Saturday night, and I was living at home back in the day, my mom was making this. She left. My parents didn't know I was really kind of half in the bag that day. And I went and grabbed like a little cup, and I filled some in a cup. I went to my room and I drank it. I burnt the roof of my mouth really bad. It hurt really bad, to the point where I had tears coming out, and I couldn't tell my mom that I stole some cheese sauce, and I had to deal with it. And then I couldn't eat for like 2-3 days after that. And they kept wondering why I wasn't eating. And I couldn't tell them. It's because I was a complete, utter disgrace, moron, loser of a kid. So please don't do that. All right. That was my one funny story so far. Next, we're going to take our noodles in our tray. Come on in, Brandy. So what I'm going to do, guys, you're not pouring it all in. You're just going to give it a layer. Let's just call it half. Okay, here's where it gets awkward. Again, if you don't really want to make a mess, kind of be a little more prepared than I am on this. We'll put that there. Next, we're just going to mix this in. You can see how yummy and gooey and the breadcrumbs and the butter. If you could smell it right now, guys, it smells yummy. And it starting to look really, really good. So here's where your cheese comes into play. So here is some Asiago. It's not a full container. It's, let's call it a quarter, a third container. This, you put this halfway, right in the middle. That's why I do it in 2 stages. You can buy sliced Parmesan, sliced Asiago. It's a very hard, dry cheese. It crumbles, has a lot of zip. And there you go. Just what you needed was more cheese. Now we're going to take the rest of our noodles. I'm using my hands because I am. I don't want to spill it all over me and the floor and then have to deal with cleaning it up in front of you. And I do have a bad back, so sometimes if I go down, you might hear me cry like a little girl because I won't be able to get up. And I don't want to do that. It just seems like I'm making fun of myself today. I should probably make fun of the camera lady because she's my daughter. And, well, as a parent, you're allowed to make fun of your kids. I think that's a golden rule. So, okay. As you can see, so little trick if you're using a foil tray. I kind of do this because, again, from my mistakes, I can help learn. I do this. I fold it up because I put quite a bit of noodle in here. And what it does, it just kind of acts like a little dam so it won't fall out now. And then here goes the rest of your cheese sauce. Right on top. Right on top. I'm just going to scoop that in. Okay, I'm just going to run this to the sink. Got the oven preset to 375, everyone. Next, you don't want to mix it in too hard because you have that nice layer of cheese, but you do want no dry noodles. Okay. And honestly, this is cooked in about 20-25 minutes at most. You never want to overcook mac and cheese because it actually evaporates the liquid, turns it into actually a dry mac and cheese. And that is no fun because you actually want to taste the sauce that you create. And then I like to push it down. Just kind of give it a push down. And I really wanted to eat that, but I still have flashbacks from when I was a kid. Next, just for a little excitement, something different, more cheese. A little more cheese. This is more for presentation if you're having family, friends, barbecue. Okay, that's on. And then we're almost done. And next, again, a little presentation. Take your breadcrumbs, just sprinkle over. You already have some in. It actually looks really nice. It bakes really nice when you see the outcome. Again, I try to make you guys, especially a lot of you young guys, we're trying to impress our girls, our family, mainly our girls, for reasons we all know. And this is going to go in the oven. I got the foil out. I like to cover it. Keeps it from evaporating. I just think it cooks nicer. We're going to do that. I don't use a tray. Some people do. And I fire it right in the oven. And I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes. There we go. With that, I'm going to clean this up so I don't get in trouble. And I will see you in 25 minutes. All right, guys. Oven beeped. Very excited. Mac and cheese is ready. Let's see how it looks. Shut the oven off. Drum roll. Very hot. I'm currently in a drum, so it's very, very hot. Oh, this looks good. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? If you notice I used oven gloves, guys, I really think that's probably the best idea at this moment in your life, because otherwise you will actually wreck yourself. So I'm going to put some on a plate, but I'm going to show you. Come on in. Doesn't this look? Oh boy. Look at that, everyone. Ooh, that's why you wear oven gloves. Look at that. You will see me at my table in a few minutes with a plate of this, and I'm going to join you. We're back. Beer does the body good. Sure does. So, guys, ladies, you don't need anything else with this. I'm not going to tell you it's healthy for you. It's not. It's good for you, though. It's not. It's really, really yummy for you. That it is. Look at that. Look at all that lovely, ooey, gooey cheese. Look at that. As you can see, it's a little warm. So I'm not going to make a complete ass of myself and pork down on it and embarrass myself, because I do that enough. You can just ask my family. So I really don't have a lot to say on this. I'm looking at it, kind of drooling, and I'm getting ready to wipe my mouth, so I better have a sip of my beer. Kind of goes really good together. Well, everyone, I really hope you had a good week. I hope for the 4th of July weekend or any holiday over the summer, I've done some summer foods, some pulled pork, mac and cheese, burgers, potato salad, chicken wings. Oh, those are so good. The next day, the chicken wings are even better. Little trick on this: if you don't finish it all in one night, no problem. I have froze it before. It does keep really well in a container. Freeze it. You can eat it again in a week, 2 weeks, whatever, so you don't waste it. Another little trick is, if it starts to dry out over a couple of days because you're eating it a lot, you just make a little more cheese sauce. Quarter cup, half cup milk, a little bit of cheese. You can actually add a little cream cheese if you need. You don't need to do the roe, anything like that. You just make a little thick cheese sauce and you pour it back over, back to this level. Really simple. With that, I'm about to wear some on my face. I'm about to get maybe a cheap buzz on again tonight. And I really hope you guys enjoy my videos. I want to hear, let me know what you think. The subscription count is growing. The thumbs up, fantastic. Can't thank you enough for everything, all you do. I have so many videos. I think last count I had about 128 to 140 recipes written down, and that was just off the top of my head. These are not like out of a book. These are just me over the years as a dad, learning how to cook, learning how to do things. I want to show you how to make this stuff. I think I spent 10 minutes prepping this. I know you can't make this in the morning, cook it all day. That's hard to do. But again, 45 minutes, no, actually 10-minute prep, 25 in the oven, 35 minutes. Let's call it 40 minutes. 40 minutes, it's done. So if you get home, 40 minutes, dinner's on the table. Like I said, a 2-year-old, 5-year-old, 4-year-old, 7-year-old, 12-year-old, 80-year-old, doesn't matter. Who doesn't like warm, ooey gooey mac and cheese? I do. So with that, God bless. We'll see you again.